All right, guys. Here we go. Took her for our first drive today. And honestly, we had a few gremlins, but they were expected. So it was all right. We drove it up to the car wash and give it a bath. Been sitting in the shop on jack stands for a year. It's kind of ugly looking. Don't look too bad now though. Paint's not perfect. Got the hood on it. Got the air cleaner on it. I think the hood's hitting the air cleaner just a little bit. Not too bad. So we may have to upgrade to L88 hood. I got the lowest air cleaner I could find. But the cooling fan doesn't work right. The temperature sender doesn't work with the fan controller, and the one that works with the fan controller doesn't work with the gauge. So, but since the controller sees that the sender's not right, it just runs the fan all the time, so we don't have to deal with that immediately. As long as the fan's running, we're good, right? And when I got ready to do my fuel line, it's just trickling out up here, the factory steel line. I hooked it up, put gas in it, fuel pumps, electric fuel pumps mounted in the back. I put turned the key on, and it's just trickling out of there. So I run a piece of wire down the metal line as far as I could run it, and I didn't hit anything. So I took it off back there, and it's coming out of the pump good. And so I don't really know what's wrong with that. So driving it, we couldn't accelerate it hard. It would drain the carburetor pretty quick. We'd have to slow up and coast or pull over on the side of the road and let it catch up. But we drove it, I don't know, 3-4 miles up to car wash and back, open headers. I actually got it running yesterday and pulled it out of the shop and just had it set in front of the door, letting it run. And I called my nephew to come over, who has the wrecker service, to put the 82 in the shop so I can start stripping it. And I asked him if he wanted to go take my car for a ride. He said sure, and we got in it, and the dang thing wouldn't move. So today I got out here, and it wasn't no transmission fluid on the stick. So I put about another gallon in it, got it to full, looked under it, and it's just barely dripping where the speedometer cable goes in. So I guess the torque converter was just that empty. It filled the converter up. But it's got all the gears, goes backwards, got all 3 forwards. Seems to shift, reasonably firm. So I think that's going to be all right. We got some other stuff we got to do, so I'm going to get the 82 done so the guy can come get it. D from Houston's wanting the body, so I'm going to pull the motor and transmission, a few miscellaneous bolts and stuff, and then he's going to come get it. So we get it going. I'll put this in there and fix the fuel delivery problem and the transmission leak, and then send it to the exhaust shop. And the rest of the stuff I can piddle with it as we drive it, take it to a car show or two. Actually thrashed on it Friday night. This is Sunday. Thrashed on it Friday night. They had a little cars and coffee at the park Saturday morning at 7:30, and of course the fuel delivery problem and this issue and that issue. About 10-11 o'clock I said, nah, well, we ain't gonna make it. So we got up Saturday morning and go get breakfast, and we'll just ride out there and see who all's there. And nobody showed up. If I'd have made it, I'd been by myself. Wouldn't that suck? Anyway, I don't know, hadn't heard anybody say what's up with that. Anyway, we'll do a startup video. I was gonna film when we left here for the first drive, but I was listening and looking and kind of excited. Got my pretty funny. We drove this thing to the car wash and back, open headers. Got a backup light that's not mounted. I got to get the stuff out of the 82 to fix that with. No tags. This is a temporary tag. We did get tags Friday, and Haggerty Insurance. Them guys got a pretty good deal going if you need classic car insurance. They have a real good deal on towing that covers everything you own. We did that. But anyhow, we're coming back after the car wash, and we're rolling through town, and it's 3 lanes, one way. Cop rolls right on past us. Don't slow down, don't pull us over, nothing. We're cruising slow, you know, because it's blubber in the carburetor and we're letting it fill up, so we're below the speed limit. You know, he cruises by us, no tags, open headers. He never even looked, just kept on trucking. Anyway, I thought that was a pretty funny story. Let's see if we'll light here without pushing the... Still need to hook my tag wire up. And I'll do that when I get back on the gauges. See the Dakota Digital will run the fan for 5 seconds or 10 seconds or something like that. After you kill it, and it'll shut off. Well, I thought it would. Any minute now. Hello. There she goes. So, fuel gauge works. Of course, the fuel tank cylinder's all new. The battery gauge works. It's charging. The oil pressure and the water temperature do not work. So, and like the turn signal, green lights in the dash that show you turn signals don't work. So I'm sure there's a wiring issue or ground issue or something. But anyway, that's about it of that. And this thing here, we got it in here. We worked on the front today. I'm gonna box all this stuff off the front, pull that pulley also, and put it in a package. And like I said, I think I've got the car sold. He says he wants it, and but money hadn't changed hands yet. But I'll have the exhaust and the engine and all the stuff off the front if anybody needs anything like that off the 82, and of course the intake and all that. I'm not going to pull the wiring harness. I have the wiring harness from here, the engine harness, but this goes to the computer, and I'm not going to tear the inside out to pull all that out. Also, I need the shifter out of this car, but I'm not going to pull it either because the guy that's buying it will probably LS swap it. We talk on the phone quite a bit. He's going to LS swap it, so he'll have an overdrive, and I'm not going to tear the car apart for a shifter and then him have to put a shifter in it. You're supposed to be able to buy the bow tie overdrive. You're supposed to be able to buy a kit to modify my shifter for the 4-speed when I go to 700 R4. But you know, as long as that transmission works, I'll send this one out and have it rebuilt and just set it up. And as long as that one works, we'll run it. Oh, man, my granny, she wasn't no mechanic, but she taught me a great lesson. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So, as long as that old 3-speed works, we're going to run it. We'll go ahead and get this 700 built. And that way, if it goes down, full set of wheels. Missing some center caps. But here we go. I've got this fan shroud. Pardon. Oh, goodness. Well, okay. Got the fan shroud. Has electric fan in it. I wasn't aware they did that, but radiator's garbage. It's all green and nasty. Got heavy duty radiator in it though. And then there's all the wiring harness and the belts and pulleys and all the brackets, the AC compressor, the alternator brackets, alternator, then the small pump still there, still turns over. Compressor turns over. Compressor's still good. The only thing I have left to pull up here, and I'll do that when I start underneath, is the power steering pump. I'm gonna pull the 2 lines off the control valve and leave them on the pump, because I wouldn't use them anyway. I would put new hoses on. That's what I did with my car. I put new hoses on it. Anyhow, I guess that's about it. I guess we about covered everything we got. Colorado's still in there. Probably going to get an LS swap, because I can't find an affordable engine, and I wouldn't trust it if I did. So anyhow, that's about all we got. So thank y'all for watching. Remember, like, share, follow, click the dingle bell. When you do that, click all, and it'll alert you every time I upload a video. And I won't do, I don't do one a day, so I won't load your feed up with them. And I follow so many people that it's getting to where it takes me all weekend just to watch everybody's videos. We'll have to be more selective of who I follow, I guess, but some of that stuff's pretty entertaining. So watch my videos, watch all of them. There's a lesson to be learned in just almost all of them. And show your kids, get your kids to watching car videos, and if they're not into fooling with cars, at least they'll have a kind of an idea of what's going on, so they can not get taken to the cleaners when they have to have work. I got some videos on timing belt failure, and I got one car that I redid that run through a deep puddle of water and done some engine damage. You can show your kids, hey, you're taking your life in your own hands going through deep water, but you're also risking your vehicle. And many times when it destroys the engine like this one did, it's just not worth fixing. But I bought the car dirt cheap, and I got a real good deal on the engine, so we put it together and put it back out on the road. And so, like I said, appreciate all the help. We're up to 114 subscribers, on our way to 1,000. Still working out details on doing a power probe giveaway. Probably going to order the kit here in a couple of weeks. Still haven't decided exactly how I'm going to set it up and show what I need to show, but I'm definitely do it. So get in on the ground for it, get in early, and watch all these videos and comment, hit that old like button. I mean, how long does it take to hit a like button? And the more likes you get, the more YouTube will share this video with other people. So any action is appreciated. We're going to get out of here and put some tools away, cover this engine up, and I guess we're going to get ready to go to work tomorrow. See y'all on the next one. Stop button there. Yeah, he ain't too worried, is he?
No.
No tags, open headers. I'd sit here a little while and let it catch up. Just hit the stop sign or whatever.
Okay.
We got a fuel delivery problem. That's fine.